Hey, it's Kendall, and this is 90 Church. If you like it, like us on Facebook or subscribe to our YouTube channel. So our series in this month leading up to Easter has been hyperlinks. It's a look at Jesus in the Old Testament. I have been going through Isaiah 53. Today we're in Isaiah 53 verses 7 through 9. This is what it says. He was oppressed and treated harshly, yet he never said a word. He was led like a lamb to the slaughter. And as a sheep is silent before the shearers, he did not open his mouth. Unjustly condemned, he was led away. He had done no wrong and had never deceived anyone, but he was buried like a criminal. He was put in a rich man's grave. Now, once again, here we see that this prophecy, written 700 years before Jesus' crucifixion and death, describes it so accurately. Let's look at a couple of phrases. As a sheep is silent before its shearers, he did not open his mouth. Well, here's Mark 15, verse 3. The leading priests kept accusing him of many crimes. And Pilate asked him, "Aren't you going to answer them?" But Jesus said nothing, much to Pilate's surprise. Here's another phrase, unjustly condemned, he was led away. This is Mark 15, verse 13. They shouted back, "Crucify him." "Why?" Pilate demanded. "What crime has he committed?" But the mob roared even louder, "Crucify him." So Pilate turned him over to be crucified. Here's the last one. He was buried like a criminal. He was put in a rich man's grave. Here's Matthew 27:57. It takes place shortly after Jesus' death. As evening approached, Joseph, a rich man who had become a follower of Jesus, went to Pilate and asked for Jesus' body, and he placed it in his own new tomb. Isn't that amazing? 700 years before Jesus. It talked about how he was going to die, where he was going to be buried. Now, there's so much more we could talk about, but here's the bottom line. God's plan from the very beginning was to rescue us. And for 2,000 years throughout Scripture, he left clues about that plan, and then he carried it out. When we couldn't come to him, he came to us in the person of Jesus, who died on the cross, taking our sin upon himself and making a way for us to be reconciled with God and to know his life now and after this life. So, what do you need to do with that truth? How do you need to respond this week leading up to Easter? If you haven't surrendered yourself to Jesus, well, do so. And if you have, well, then give yourself to him all over again. We'll talk to you soon.